This one is a standing warm-up. It's focusing on your body alignment, making you aware of what habits you have that are throwing your body out of alignment. So let's start by taking the feet about hip width apart. Hands are at the sides, and we're just going to wiggle our toes. And release them down. And now we're going to ankles or feet to the sides. Exhale, release to the center. Inhale, coming on the insides of your feet. Exhale back to normal. Exhale out. Neutral. Inside. Neutral. Outside of your foot. Neutral. Inside of your foot. And neutral. And now let's come onto the toes. You need to take your arms out to help you balance. That's fine. Exhale, releasing down. This one is a real struggle for me, lifting the toes, balancing on your heels. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Toes up. Down. On your toes. Down. And on your heels. Down. Very good. Let's go ahead and take the hands to the hips, and we're going to go back in the squat. Anytime you go into a squat, you want to make sure and lead back with your that puts the knees at risk. You always want to go back on your hips. So, exhale, releasing back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. One more time. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Let's go ahead and take the hands on the hips. We're going to do hip rolls. One more time in this direction. Coming back to neutral. And in the opposite direction. For a long time I wouldn't do these with men in the class. One more rotation through. Coming back to neutral. The next one is kind of a mental challenge. We're going to lift one hip, trying to keep the feet flat. Something that we all do as we carry babies, as we carry groceries, we tend to pitch one hip up. And so by doing this movement, it makes you aware of which side you tend to favor and help keep you thinking along the lines of alignment. So either side, just lift a hip up. Neutral. Other hip. Neutral. First hip. Neutral. Second hip. Neutral. One more time on each side. First hip. Neutral. Second hip. Neutral. Very good. The next one that we're going to do is going to be working on the arch of your back. There are those who tend to push their rears back, putting an arch in the back. There's also those who tend to hinge forward. So we're going to work on both those again. It's a body awareness. If anything feels really natural to you, it's probably where your body goes out of alignment on its own. So, gently bending the knees, thrusting the hips forward. In the early days of aerobics, we were told this was a neutral position. It isn't. Come back to neutral. Exhale, releasing back. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, forward. Neutral. Back. Neutral. Forward. Neutral. And back. And back. Has anybody noticed any of these do feel more natural to you than others? Yeah. Okay, let's inhale the arms halfway up. On the exhale, palms facing, we're going to come forward. And again, feel this through your shoulders and lats. Open. Now we're going to really open it like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades to each other. Neutral. Forward. Neutral. back, neutral. Go ahead and release your arms to the side. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls, 3 to be precise. And in the opposite direction. And back to neutral. Now let's bring the shoulders up real tight against the neck. Exhale. And release. Tense them up again. Exhale. Releasing one more time. This is how we tend to show stress, is by bringing the shoulders up tight. Anytime you feel that, just exhale and release. And now I'm going to start with my left, your right, pressing down with the left palm, stretching the neck in the opposite direction. Coming up to neutral. Other hand pressing down, releasing the opposite direction. Neutral. First side again. Neutral. Second side. Neutral. One more time on each side. So back to the first side. Neutral. Second side. Neutral. Very good. And that's the completion of the second warm-up.